Rockin' ROK. Rock on Korea. Sound K covers a wide range of music genres. We have music that suits the taste buds of all our listeners. We play a lot of K-pop group songs, but also the songs of other artists of different genres. And on Saturdays, we delight the palates of our rock listeners. On Sound K's Rockin' ROK Rock on Korea, we provide you with all the information on K-rock, the K-rock musicians, the new K-rock bands, and also the hidden gems of the K-rock indie scene. And the man to give you the taste of K-rock is Seung-shik, aka Yeom Guitar, the guitarist of the rock group GateFlowers. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Great?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not really great.
Why not?
You know, the weather's getting a little stuffy, you know.
It's getting much hotter.
I get the sense of the summer, you know, the heat is getting closer and closer.
Oh, you don't like it?
I like the sun, I like the heat, but not the, you know,
The stuffiness.
The stuffiness, I don't like that stuff.
Oh, that's sad. I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you sweat a lot? You don't?
No, I don't.
That's good for you.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Right.
I mean, that can be really annoying for people who sweat a lot. But hot summer, I mean, everywhere you go, you'll be like sweating all over the place.
That's right. So I try to stay inside.
Oh.
In my car, you know, just not outside.
But you know, since we both have cars, don't you like actually like driving in summer, like with the wind in your hair and things like that?
During the evening, but not in the daytime. Still, you know, I have really heavy the sunblock, you know, the sun thing or what.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the thing, but still, it's really hot. I don't like the heat.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any like places you go in summer?
Home.
That's it?
And you know, my our rehearsal studio.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, we have a very, very nice air conditioning system.
Wow.
It's in the basement, so I love to stay inside basement.
This
air
is
conditioning.
So different. I mean, because on my way to Arirang today, I was sort of whinging to my CEO because it's so beautiful outside and I have to be inside. I have to be in the rooms without windows and things like that.
I mean, it looks beautiful outside, you know, but I come out in the evening.
Oh.
And I like the summer with, you know, people outside, you know, having fun, you know, the restaurants, patios and all that. I love that. But not just that, you know, 2 in the afternoon, the sun, the heat. You know,
and sometimes during summer it gets very hot during the night as well.
That's right. So and then I still stay inside.
Okay. For Yeom Guitar, who will spend the summer inside, let's talk about a musician tonight.
Okay. What do you think is the most recent trend in K-pop or K-rock or whatever? Pop.
I have no idea. Maybe like idols.
Idols. It's been going on for a while. I mean, we have some bands, and we have some. How about some acoustic music?
Acoustic
music.
Yeah,
acoustic guitar. It's been a
I think idols. I mean, I must say, at first, it was obvious they were pretty much manufactured by the company. They weren't musicians per se. They were just like created beings, I suppose you can say.
Well, some of them are great singers and dancers.
And then, you know, it started to develop after that. So that was, I guess, the first stage of idols. And then they became idols who actually were talented and who were actually, had very like strong interest in music. So like they started writing their own songs, they started doing their own choreography. So like it was improving and improving, and now I think it's hit the point where no longer idols are manufactured. They're just called idols because they come from a big company. But actually they're quite musicians, I suppose you can say.
Yeah, I mean, there are quite a few musicians.
And there's like very young people who do acoustic music as well. They just want to go out there with their voice and their guitar, and that's it.
Like, you know, there has been quite a few audition programs, and you have musicians like Busker,
right?
And the recent one, Akdong musician.
That's right.
K-pop star, and they're great musicians.
Yeah.
You know, with acoustic guitar.
Right. No longer they look like idols, but they're not. They're musicians now. Very just young musicians.
So this whole trend, it hasn't been for like we had this whole gap, maybe like 20 years of gap. We had the the real trend and popularity of acoustic music about 20 years ago.
Right.
Early 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
That's around when Kim Kwang-seok, the singer-songwriter, died. But after that, it wasn't until the late 2000s when this whole acoustic movement began. And I would say, like, in those almost 10 years of gap, there were a few singer-songwriters making music of their own and doing the performance mostly in Hongdae area.
Right.
And this musician I'd like to introduce to you today has been at the forefront of this whole acoustic singer-songwriter movement.
Oh, who?
He's also a good friend of mine, and his name is Lee Jang-hyuk.
Oh, yes, I know.
You know him?
Yeah.
Well, there are still a lot of Korean people are not really familiar with him. But, he's like a musician's musician.
Right.
Right? He's got only released 2 albums of his own, but each album is so significant in Korean modern folk rock.
Right.
So I like to talk about this musician today.
Well, do introduce us to Lee Jang-hyuk.
Okay, he started his career. He's around 40 now. He started his career around in his 20s, so it's a little late for a musician.
Right.
But he started his career in a band called Amu Band. I don't know how to interpret this into Korean. In English.
Any band?
Any band, yeah. It's a funny name. And the band released only just one album in 1999.
Right.
And in 2000, the band had a breakup.
Oh.
But the album itself is a rare item. It's worth a lot in the market and among his fans. And the band had a breakup, and we talked about like 언니 네이버건,
right,
and 서울 전자음악, and those musicians. But Lee Jang-hyuk, his character and this Amu band was really, really different from others because it was a modern rock, but not really happy.
Oh.
It was kind of depressing and talking about the inner self and like the society, things like that.
Right.
So it was a great album. You can't really find it anymore, but people know that Lee Jang-hyuk's band, Amu band, was a really, really great but really unfortunate band because they just had a breakup after the album.
Why did they break up if they were so successful?
There's will be a clue in the song that I would introduce to you.
Oh, okay.
Lee Jang-hyuk's album came out in 2004.
Okay.
So basically 4 or 5 years after the band. And after the release, it was just chosen as the best 100 albums of Korean music history.
Wow.
A couple of years later, just instantly. And before I continue with all the description, I'd like to share a song from the record.
Okay.
The song called 20살.
Oh.
So 20 years old.
Is this the song that has your hint in it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The lyrics goes like this. Many brothers I used to know, one by one folded their wings, faded into places that they used to deny.
Oh.
And I shake my head and hit the road unfamiliar, searching for something that they were looking for.
Right.
Suspicious rules of the world I cannot understand, but I have nothing to do with it. This is an anthem for many young people who are fans of Korean indie rock.
So from this, can I sort of suspect that although their album was successful, maybe they weren't earning any money?
So they left.
Yeah, so they left and they went to the places that they used to deny, which probably is like just work.
Just
right?
work, like, being a salaryman.
Right.
But he alone just
Stood there
and just kept them going.
Wow. This
Isn't
is
it?
very deep.
It's deep.
It's kind of depressing too.
Right. Well, his music, depressing. There's even indie rock scene. There's so many happy music. Like, all the Hongdae Yoshin, the female singer-songwriters. But Lee Jang-hyuk had his own true character. He's dark, but not really dark. This song you're gonna listen to, it's a beautiful melody. It's a really nice song.
Okay.
I like it.
Well, let's check this song out right now. It's called 20살 20 by Lee Jang-hyuk.
곳으로 조금씩 스며들었지. 난 아직 고개를 들며 얼굴이 찾으려 했던 그 무언가를 찾아 아마 숨겨놨었어. 이해할 수 없었던 세상의 수상한 질서. 하지만 난 상관없는 듯. 샤라나. 너는 말이 없었고 나는 취해 있었어. 우리에게 그렇게 익숙했던 것처럼 귀찮은 숙제 같은 그런 나를 보면서 더 이상 어떤 말도 변하기 싫었겠지. 내가 말한 모든 건내 속에 알코올처럼 널 어지럽게 만들고 밖으로 너는 나가버리고 안으로 나는 혼자 남겨져. 밖으로 널 잡고 싶었지만 안으로 나는 취한 말이었어. 축축한 그 방 그녀는 옷을 벗었고 차가운 달빛 아래 그녀는 하얗게 빛났어. 나는 그녀 속으로 빠져들고 있었고 정확히 다가왔을 때 난 모든 걸 알았지. 그녀가 예뻤냐고 그녀의 이름이 뭐냐고 그건 내게 묻지마. 밖으로 사람들이 지나고 안으로 너는 잠을 어딨어. 밖으로 날아가고 싶었지만 안으로 우린 널 넘어섰어. 밖으로 부신 태양이 뜨고 안으로 나를 주는 그 햇살. 밖으로 난 아무렇지 않은 듯 안으로 지나고 있었어. 밖으로 사람들이 지나고 안으로 그녀는 잠들어 있어. 밖으로 날아가고 싶었지만 안으로 우린 널 넘어섰어. 밖으로 부신 태양이 뜨고 안으로 날 비추던 그 햇살. 밖으로 난 아무렇지 않은 듯 안으로 하지만 난 울고 있었어. 나는 울고 있었어. 나는 울고 있었어. 나는 울고 있었어. 나는 울고 있었어.
You're listening to Sound K with me, DJ Xian, and this is our Saturday corner, Rockin' ROK Rock on Korea, with our guest Young Guitar in our studio right now. Tonight we're talking about this guy who is known as musician's musician. His name is Lee Jang-hyuk, and we did listen to a song by Lee Jang-hyuk right now called 20살, 20. Song is quite sad.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Do you like the song?
I guess so. I don't mind the melody or anything like that, but you know, it being summer and all, I kind of wish we were listening to some more cheerful songs.
Cheerful songs.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll try to select more cheerful music.
Mhm.
But how do you like the bass play and like the drum sound?
Well, as you being the rock in a group, well, tell me about it. So, how did you find this song?
I'm asking you because
Uh-huh.
bassist in the band
Mhm.
is actually Eugene, who's the bassist of GateFlowers.
Oh, you should have told me earlier so I could listen closer.
Oh, right. Well, you know, if the sound was good,
Mhm.
you know, if it was a great player, you know, you would have just noticed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, I'm not gonna tell them.
Don't tell him.
I'll tell
I
him.
wasn't paying attention.
I'll tell him not to listen to this
Okay.
radio.
But does he understand English? He doesn't anyway.
He doesn't, but maybe his girlfriend will.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Moving right on.
Right.
So actually, I want to ask you, how do you know Lee Jang-yeol how did you get this bassist who obviously did this way back in the olden days, and then he joined your group right now?
Yes. This song was recorded 10 years ago.
Mhm.
I didn't know this guy. Lee Jang-yeol, I didn't know, and our bass player Lee Jae, I didn't know him.
Oh,
I met all these people in Hongdae Club,
right.
in the venue that we used to play called
Mhm.
Bang.
Ah.
Lee Jang-yeol, he still plays there
Oh wow.
with his acoustic guitar, just one acoustic guitar, like
Oh wow.
he used to do 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And then people just come to see him. He doesn't put out big concert. He just always plays there.
Oh.
So I you know, well, I had many chances to meet him,
Mhm.
but I know that he had this reputation of, you know, musicians,
Mhm.
and everybody sort of like looked up to him,
Mhm.
and he everyone people wanted to like say hello to him and get to know him because, you know, he was such a he was an important figure
Uh-huh.
in Hongdae
Mhm.
scene.
Mhm.
And the bass player, I met him because our bass player used to play the bass
Mhm.
for Lee Jang-yeol,
Mhm.
and that's how we all met. Yeah, just playing in gigs. But I wasn't really able to get him to play in GateFlowers in the beginning
Right.
because, as you just heard, you know, Lee Jang-yeol's style is more like modern rock, and our style is more like, you know, hard rock.
Uh-huh.
And our bass player wasn't really familiar with being in a rock group.
Uh-huh.
And he could play like funk, he could play jazz and fusion, and
Right.
folk. He could do all that, but he wasn't really used to rock music.
Mhm.
But I really persuaded him, and
Oh.
I told him, you know, you're the one, and you're gonna really like,
Mhm.
you know, playing with us and all that, and, you know, finally he joined the band.
Oh,
And
how old is he?
he's actually the same age as I am,
Oh.
so early 30s.
So when he did record this song, which was like a decade ago, he was very young. He was like in
Yeah,
his
he
early
was like
20s.
yeah, or really 22, 3, something like that.
Mm.
So it's not easy for a man in his age to play with musicians like Lee Jang-hyun. You know, he was
Right.
already a figure in the Hongdae indie scene,
Mhm.
Korean indie rock scene. But he's a great player.
Mhm.
Our bassist, I love him. Yeah, he was
Mm.
supposed to come to the rehearsals today, but he couldn't make it because
Why?
he fell asleep. But I still love him
Sorry.
because he's a
That
great
was
bass
funny.
player. I like him.
So you forgive him because he's a great bass player.
Oh, I'd like to add just a little thing.
Uh-huh.
The drum sound
Uh-huh.
of the song that you just heard,
Mhm.
he didn't. It was programmed.
Oh.
It wasn't a real drum.
Oh.
It wasn't a real drum because there were some problems with the drum sound.
Uh-huh.
That somebody had to come up with how they can, you know, have the alternatives
Okay.
to the sound. And the bassist knew, and he knew how to, you know, use the MIDI stuff, you know, the electronic thing.
Right.
So he just did the drums with the keyboard.
So it's not real.
It's not real,
Oh.
but it sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds too perfect. You know, it's just really precise and just all right, being right on time. So it sounds like computer,
Oh,
but
right.
it sounds good. I don't know.
Right.
The song itself, it's a great song.
Oh, so maybe actually because you're part of a band, it sticks out a little bit more. Because these days we're so used to listening to these computerized sounds, and actually for a long time, I think it's going back now, but for quite a few years before, everyone used to do everything with computers, even guitars.
Those were the times. Yeah, those
and
are the times.
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can really, you can manipulate and duplicate and mimic all the sounds that are out there. The strings, the piano, anything. But the hardest instrument, and that's not complete yet, is guitar.
Right. That's probably why everyone would probably make everything with the computer and then just get the guitar sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, it's probably the string you have to bend and, you know, all the nuance that you have
actually
to...
totally reminds me of something. You know, I am actually working on my next single to come out right now. And actually, we got this very quite famous guitarist to play the guitar for us.
Right.
But unfortunately, his style really isn't, I guess, my style.
Right.
And I was like actually thinking, oh my gosh, maybe you would be up for it too. Would you be up for actually recording something for me?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
That sounds really good. Yeah, because I want that kind of, very fresh, very young sort of sound. But
fresh and young. That's the one right here. I'm fresh and young. Use me. I'll play for you. Sure.
No, but seriously, because the guy, I don't know, you probably know him, of course. He plays all the guitars for different groups as well. Like I think
Mr. Hum or
Seung-yo.
right. Yeah, he's a great musician.
Yeah, he does a lot of guitars, and actually, because our company has been doing a lot of things with him for a long time as well, it's just kind of natural when people say, "Yeah, we need a guitar sound. It'll be him." You know, that kind of feel.
Sure, yeah, hire me, fresh and young.
Yeah, but right now I was actually going through this transition because all musicians they want to try something new. You know,
of course,
they
that's
want to. Get new sounds from different people, that kind of thing.
The philosophy, you know, try new things. Sure,
all this programming, all these guitar sounds just totally reminded me of it.
Sure, yeah, and the guitar, you know, is the hardest instrument to mimic and try to really, you know, get the same sound. It's really difficult.
So did your bassist only do this song, or did he do other ones?
He did the whole song, the whole album, even the second album.
Wow. That's amazing.
And he even co-produced the first album of Lee Jang-hyuk.
So he's been friends with Lee Jang-hyuk for quite some time.
Yeah, but more than a decade.
Oh. So why doesn't Lee Jang-hyuk release any more albums?
He is actually working on it. He is working on it. And, you know, there are like 4 or 5 years of term for him to of releasing the albums. First one came out with the band. It came out in 1999, and the second one, which is his first solo release, was in 2004. And his second album, the latest so far, was 2008. So it's 2012, 13. So his next one should be coming out really soon.
Oh, right. So let's listen to some more songs by Lee Jang-hyuk. Which songs should we listen to?
We're gonna listen to the song called 성에 Frost from his first album. And this song is one of my favorites. I happen to have this chance to stay in the States for about a whole month. A few years ago, I traveled the whole continent. And for some reason, it was a really nice summer, you know, nice heat, nice no humidity like here in Korea. I was having the best times of my life. And for some reason, during the whole trip and the journey, I listened to this song for a long time, for the whole time.
Well, does it sound cold?
Oh yeah, that's right.
It sounds cold?
It sounds cold. It's depressing and cold.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, and even the song's called 성에.
Exactly, Frost.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Maybe.
You know, it's really strange because I was having a really, really great time, but I kept listening to this sad song.
Maybe you like the, I guess, the cold feeling coming from this song.
Maybe, and like the difference, the contrast I was enjoying.
Exactly. Maybe you should listen to this song during the summer.
Maybe I should. Sure, I'll try this summer. But I should be having fun and being cheerful with the people.
Exactly.
So I don't want to be depressed and,
No.
and listen to depressing music.
Yeah, and we're gonna listen to another song too, following this.
Yes. It's also a song that's really loved by his fans, and it's a song called "봄," Spring.
Oh.
I think we played this before.
Have we?
I think so, but we'll listen to this because it's a great song, and I miss the spring.
Does this one sound like spring then? Like really fresh, kind of not as depressing.
Not that fresh.
Oh,
Not that fresh.
okay.
It's quiet fresh.
Okay. Depressing fresh.
It's not really depressed. It's melodic.
Okay.
But it's all about missing your ex-girlfriend and sort of like cursing her.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's like spring. It's
How
like
is that spring?
it's like spring. The whole nature is it's reviving and revitalizing.
Right.
But where are you? Where are you alone?
Oh.
Do you still miss me? And are you having dinner? And something like that.
Oh.
It's like.
That's depressing. That is depressing.
Is it depressing?
Yeah. How one person can make a song titled "봄 Spring" such a depressing song.
It's about a heartbreaking love.
Yeah. Well, let's check out these two songs right now. They're both by Lee Jang-hyuk. The first one we're going to play for you is Seungshik Frost. And following this one, we do have a song called 봄 Spring.
불안한 내 몸뚱이가 완전한 내 꿈 사이로 시린 성에가 가시처럼 서리고 난 점점 앓기 시작했어 따뜻한 나라의 삶은 차가운 나라의 나 사이로 하얀 성에가 겉처럼 볼 수가 없어 난 어디론가 자꾸 날 잃어가고 비틀거리는 날이 점점 늘어가 넌 어디쯤에선가 날 부르지만 내 눈은 하얗게 너더해 견딜 수 없는 밤들이 오고 날마다 내 안에 걱정하는 성애야 이제 날 밀어내려 해 난 어디로 가자 날 잃어가고 이젠 날이 점점 늘어나 넌 어디쯤에서 날 부르지 마 내 눈은 하얗게 넌 어디쯤에서 날 부르지 마 내 눈은 하얗게 온통 하얗게 덮여 있어 바람이 불어오고 철새는 날아가고 그대 없는 봄에 나는 멈추야 할 일도 잊어가네 작은 벌레들은 깨어나 아무도 몰래 집을 짓고 주어진 만큼의 날들을 위해 힘을 다해 싸우네 그리고 난 듯이 자전거를 꺼내 봄이 오는 언덕을 향해 해달을 밟아 미칠 듯 꽃은 피고 슬픈 저녁이 찾아 우린 저마다의 식탁에 앉아 쓸쓸히 밤을 먹지 할 말이 많았는데 항상 난 머뭇거렸었어 어쩌다 그대를 만났나 해도 건널 수 없는 말들 미쳐가는 밤 그댄 또 어디서 나도 없이 잘못 지내고 있는 건지 그리고 난 여기 부는 바람 속에 쓰라려 지난 겨울의 단추들을 씻어가
You're listening to Sound K with me, DJ Xian on Arirang Radio, and this is our Saturday corner, Rockin' ROK, Rock on Korea, with our guest Yeom Guitar in our studio right now. And tonight we're talking about this musician called Lee Jang-hyuk, who is a huge name in the K-rock scene. And we did listen to two songs from Lee Jang-hyuk, the first one being Seong-hae, Frost, and following this song we did have Poem, Spring by Lee Jang-hyuk. So how many albums did Lee Jang-hyuk have?
His solo album, like I said, only 2.
Oh, that's sad.
The first one was chosen as, the 100 best albums of Korean
Right.
music, not just rock, the music history.
Uh-huh.
And his second album
Uh-huh.
in 2008 was nominated for best modern rock albums of the year in 2008, 2009, I think, Korean Music Awards.
Wow.
So every album that he releases, people.
Amazing. Basically, amazing.
And he put a lot of effort. You can tell, like the arrangements, like the song you just heard, Seong-hae, Frost. There are like sudden stops and pause in the song
Right.
that he would deliberately just put it in there, and very unexpected. Those kind of things. He likes to make the song really not conventional. Trying to make it a little special, and trying to make it his own original sound.
So if he's so talented, why doesn't he actually release some more albums quickly?
I'll ask him. I'll ask him and get the answers. He is married.
Oh.
He has a child, and maybe he's busy with his family and
maybe.
stuff like that. But I know he's always working on his music. He does little shows in cafes and clubs.
Right.
I want to try some things like that. I mean, like I said, he doesn't put out big shows.
Okay.
He always plays in a small club where his fans can come to see him really close.
Maybe he kind of just likes that atmosphere.
He calls it cafe tour, cafe tour, or in English, 다방 tour.
Oh.
He's got this little concerts
Uh-huh.
of his own.
I guess
little
it's sort of
things.
like what musicians overseas would do, maybe in the States or
Maybe in
things
the
like
States
that.
too. Yeah.
Right, they just go from like small venues one to another,
Mhm,
just
mhm.
meeting like a small number of people.
Mhm.
It doesn't didn't Jason Mraz or someone actually begin off like that too?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're like in States, there in UK too. There were this movement of acoustic singer-songwriters, right? Maybe, yeah, Jason Mraz.
Yeah, I think so because when you actually check him out on
Damien
like
Rice.
YouTube and things, yeah, all these people, you see them performing a lot at these very small venues.
It fits the atmosphere, the music, the mood. You know, they go well together. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Right. So although he only released 2 albums, they're all masterpieces, pretty much.
Masterpieces. Exactly.
And you did say he's gonna release a new one pretty soon.
Yeah. It's from the very reliable source. You know, it's from him.
Himself.
Yeah, himself. He told me
Himself.
that he's gonna release. Actually, he said that from last year.
Oh.
And
He's the person who says, I'm always working on my thing.
on things, and you know, I saw him. I'm our bassist. Also recorded a few songs for him. Also.
So he's gonna continue doing that.
And he's gonna release the album last year, but you know, it's already 2013. You know, more than 6 months has passed. So I don't know.
Maybe soon.
Maybe soon. But he plays some of his songs during his shows, his new material, and they're really good. So I'm looking forward to his recorded tunes.
Okay. Well, do leave us with one more song before you leave tonight.
I feel a little I like to apologize to you.
Why?
For for
Playing depressing
another
songs.
most depressing songs,
Oh.
but very meaningful and significant songs for him. It's a song called Jo.
Okay.
Jo is also spelled CHO.
Oh,
It's
like
the last name of
surname.
Yeah, surname Cho, and this is actually the last name of Seung-shik Yeom, that the one who caused the whole Virginia Tech massacre in the United States.
I don't think I remember that actually.
There was Virginia Tech, the Korean national or person, 20-some-year-old man. He brought rifles to the Virginia
Shooting
incident, and it's a song about him.
Oh.
I'd like to share a little part of the lyrics.
Okay.
It goes like, "You are good at math, but you are too silent. No one would call your name Joe.
Oh.
You wanted to be Moses, but in your hand, not a cane, but a gun. You wanted to be Jesus, but in your heart, not love, but anger. The crack in your heart became wider and wider. Darkness seeped into it and possessed you."
Oh, that is really depressing.
But if you really think about it, he is a killer.
Right.
He even killed himself. But this man, Lee Jang, he tries to understand what really caused him. I mean, people aren't born, at least I believe people aren't born evil. There were some incidents, and there must be reasons why people would do all these crazy,
of course,
things. And so that's why I also respect Lee Jang-yeon. His lyrics is about relationship with love and things about the society. But songs like this, it's a great material to really ponder upon and really give his own idea.
Right. Well, let's listen to this song. I hope this not get you down, but sometimes any, I guess, incident can become a song for somebody else. And let's check this song out by Lee Jang-yeon called Cho. And we'll say goodbye to Yum Guitar for this week.
Did you confuse with M. Tyson?
No, I'm just getting really confused today because of really depressing songs.
Oh, I'm sorry. My best friend is a friend of M. Tyson.
Really?
They work together. He's a R&B singer.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you in the beginning.
What's his name?
His name is Taeha.
Oh,
yeah,
I think I've heard his name.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my best friend, and it happened to be they're all friends, so we're gonna meet up sometimes.
Alright, thank you, Young Guitar. And I'm gonna leave you with Duo by Lee Jang-hyuk, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
수학을 잘했었던 너무 말이 없었던 벙어리 같던 아이죠. 아무도 네 이름을 불러주지 않았지. 누구도 널 몰랐어. 모세가 되고 싶던 그러나 네 손엔 지팡이 대신 총. 예수가 되고 싶던 그러나 네 맘엔 사랑 아닌 분노만이. 금이간 네 마음은 너도 손쓸 틈 없이 자꾸만 더 갈라져. 갈라진 그 틈으로 어둠은 스며들어 널 가지고 말았어. 생의 마지막 수학 새마듯 그들을 하나씩 눕히며 피로 물든 만정씩 마침내 네 머리에 검붉은 마침표를 찍었지. 아무도 내 이름을 불러주지 않았지. 누구도 날 몰랐어.